Got your real name there, huh? You fixed it. Yeah, I see you there, Kilton. Yeah, Kilton, if you want to do a little sound check for me, make sure that I'm balanced. Yeah, got my levels looking good. You know how I like to do it. All right. Like I asked so nicely, Kilton. Let's just let's hang out. Let's be let's be chill and you know you can hear me and the music. Music's not too loud. All right. All right. All right. Kilton, I don't think you've ever seen this particular process, but um, on the painting itself, there's a bunch of little symbols and stuff, um, and so I have to um, pull these little trays, and these trays have uh, numbers and symbols on them. So like that one has an equal sign, uh, or this one has like an A on it. And those correspond to, as you can see, we got a bunch of diamonds and all, and those correspond to the symbols um, on the painting. But yeah, it's a very different thing being here and trying to talk and do diamond painting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look here at my chart that is underneath this painting, see what kind of colors I need tonight, and then put those colors, load them in here so that I can pull them from here rather than, I'll show you. I have two of these, like just to like give you an idea. So there are 75 colors. So um, I've got a holding spot here for about 10 of these trays. So we'll go ahead and remove this. We don't need it right now. I'll just put that next to the printers. Yeah, very nicely organized. This organization, Kilton, just to give you an idea, is right at $300 plus tax. Um, for for the little shelves and for all of these trays put together, $300. That's not counting this painting, which is probably another $75. It'll probably take me a month and a half to finish if I work on it every day. But so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this here off. So let's get this little camera arm here repositioned so that stuff makes sense. Let's see. Oh, I have this so nicely positioned. Uh, yeah, something like that ought to be fine for now. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, the reason why the little cartoon avatar of me is sitting in the corner is because I got on my shorts because it's a bit warm in the living room. I didn't feel like making an appearance. So, and Kilton, if you want to know this little thing here, this is what I've been selling the crap out of. So, the first time you ever see my hand from the top. Well, the first time for a lot of things, buddy. And yes, I do realize that this is upside down. It's okay. So let's get a little zooming in action. Let's see, what are we gonna look at? Because we're gonna need to get up close and personal. It's painting. There we go. Now it popped into place. That's what I'm talking about. You have to forgive me, peeps. Everything is all brand new trying to do this. And Pamela, if you are out there, I don't know what your name is on YouTube, but if you're out there, welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. I hope you're having a great late night. I can't remember your address, but wherever you are, I'm pretty sure it's late at night. And yes, I know that these symbols are upside down. Yeah. One more little adjustment. The very good spot. There you go. Sorry for making you guys get seasick. But yeah, Kilton, this painting I want to say is 25 inches wide and about 3 feet tall. So 2 feet wide, 3 feet tall, and there are I want to say around 95,000 of these little symbols, which means 95,000 of those little diamonds that have to get put down. So over on my side here, I've got a nice little color chart here, and it tells me what colors I'm going to need. So the first one that I'm going to need looks like, see here, it's like a little slanted hill. Now, what's funny is that these a lot of these diamond painters have like specific names for these symbols like this here, which I think is really cool. So we're gonna need that one, and looks like we've got some slanted equal signs. So let's find our slanted equal signs, which should be number 64. Now, because I'm looking at this upside down, we want to make sure that, because sometimes they'll have a sign and it'll be the exact same sign, but one will point to the left and one will point to the right. So weirdness, so we just want to double check and make sure things are looking like they should. We'll load that into the chamber. Double / single / that's what you call those. Well, computer tech, like, let's go, buddy. Let's see, what else do we got? Because we're just going to be kind of working in this section. So we got that L. Where is my L? Yeah, that's right. On the first night of YouTube streaming ever in my life, we're taking an L. That looks like number 48. So we'll load that in the chamber. What else is over here? So I am seeing slanted pills, slanted equal signs, and a lot of L's is what we're going to be doing over here. And then over in this area, looks like we got some dollar signs and some TPs and some arrows pointing that way. So what do we got more of? We got the TPs for sure. My light is a little bright and glary. Yeah, let's get them TPs. Let's just worry about the TPs for now. Where is my TPs? I just want to kind of jump right into this, you know, because it's more fun that way. You guys ever feel like that? Like, yeah, I could pull all the colors I need for a whole section, but instead I'm just gonna pull a couple. We can jump right in, you know? Misplaced my TP. Not that TP. On down. Upside down and backwards. Wait, what? It's an upside down L. That means it's a W. Yo, that's a revelation, bro. Upside down L is a win. So if that's the case, then what do we call this? Is it now McDonald's and we're loving it? I don't know what it is, but I cannot find this TP and I feel so bad. Like, where is it? Ah, there it is, number 53. All right. So, yeah, we found our TP. Wait. And what did I say? We needed a dollar sign, right? That was kind of the last one. So dollar sign number 28. That should take us. That should take us kind of right in this area. If we make it that far tonight. So we'll see. Okay. So Kiltum, if you have never seen one of these things, I'll kind of show you what's up, what it does. TP is a good name for that when you'd agree with that. Yeah, exactly, right? So this is what I call the diamond brush, and this is what the channel is named after. And no, it doesn't come with this green stuff on here. This is essentially, you know, those sticky hands you used to get in like the little bubbles. You put a quarter in the machine, you turn the knob, and the little stretchy sticky hand comes out. Yeah. Oh, you watched the demo video. Nice. So you already know. Well, I put this little anti-slip stuff here. It's great because I designed this little shelf ledge here. It's not for picking this up, which, I mean, yeah, you can, but you need some really good fingernails. It's not quite tall enough for that. But what it is tall enough for is to do this. It serves as a ledge so that you can put your tray here and it doesn't fall down, right? So that's what I use it for. You see that? But I like to have a little extra safety, and so I just put this little sticky stuff right here. I gotta find some better sticky stuff, but it just goes right there. That way I can pop this open because the desk isn't flatted to that angle. Exactly. Yeah. And the last thing I want to do is spill these, just have this thing just tip over. That would be a tragedy. I've seen it happen before on stream, and God, I do not want to be the next one that does that. I'm sure it will happen eventually. I don't think you can call yourself a diamond painter if you haven't done that. So there's that. But just like in the little demo video, this thing is very fast to set up. So just gonna find a nice edge with 3 there. We'll just line that up. Yep, and I'll just hold that down with my finger. You see this finger here, just kind of hold that down, and then I can just lightly kind of move this around and give it a little push back this way. And, cool. And that's really about all you need to do to stick that down. There we go. All right. So I can see that in this one, we've got slanted pills, L's, and slanted equal signs in this little section here. So very good. Now, this is the tool that we're going to be using tonight. This will hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 placer is mostly what I use it for, but I can squeeze 5 onto this. Or I can squeeze a single diamond onto this. So, and this wax might not be any good, so we need to reload. I will be right back in a second. Well, I'm not go anywhere. You can still hear me. Yeah, buddy, that's what I need. And because I'm standing up, it allows me to check on my 3D prints, and looks like we're doing good. We got an order for 3 green ones with white lines, and an order for 1 blue one with white lines. So we got to get those made tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in here and scrape this mess out. So Kilton, it's been a long time since we hung out in the middle of the night. What's been going on with you, buddy? I know late last week you got your hair done up for Easter. You got some of them Snoop Dogg braids going on. Them like 1993 dog pound braids. They don't love me, they just love my hairstyle. Was it just you and your dad hanging out for Easter this weekend, or did you go hang out with your sister? Is that why you was getting your hair done? Did you was hanging out with your sister for Easter? Surely a rite of passage to dump your diamonds. Yeah, I would certainly say what. Yep. Yeah, rite of passage for diamond dumping. Yeah. Wait a minute, just chilling, drinking, gaming. You got 1 braid on Easter. Oh, okay. Braid on a white boy is noteworthy. You know. Oh wow, did the whole family, 15 to 20 people? Yo, that's a lot of people. Hey, hanging out with family is good. That's cool, man. That's cool. Everybody was cool. Everybody was keeping it cool. You know, because sometimes the way the world is, man, you know, people can get, you know, a little heated sometimes at these family get-togethers. You know, different opinions and views and stuff. I try to stay away from that kind of stuff when I'm dealing with family. You know, be like, hey, I'm just here to eat some food. You know, maybe watch the game. You know, play a board game with the grandkids or something. You know, and then I'm gonna catch a nap on the couch, and then I'm out of here. Like that's me. That's what I like to do. All right, so we got our little pen cleaned out. We got no more stickies in there. So we're gonna use this stuff right here. This is a combination of like soft candle wax and some kind of putty. So they logically call it putty wax. So I'm just gonna fill this little pin up as best I can. Just kind of pack that in there. Make sure that it's really packed in there pretty good. Kind of roll it around in there. All right. What's cool is this is reusable. So I think that's freaking awesome that you can. It's like Play-Doh. Like just keep filling it up. All right. So, and then we'll do the same thing to the single placer side. We'll just kind of mash that. Yeah. You get close to 30 people. Wow. You keep all the exes around, ex-husbands and wives, all the kids. Man, so it's like once you become a part of the family, even if you leave, you're not truly gone. You be you be bringing back the ghosts of relationships like spawn points in Call of Duty. All right, so we all tatted up there. So let's see. We're gonna grab our little brick here. We're gonna start off with these pills. So let's get if we can't get a little closer there. Yeah. So we're gonna be starting off right here. I'm in the family. Oh man, that's a that's a high honor, bro. I'm in the family. So um, you might have noticed I got the nails done today, mainly because I just wanted to go in. Okay, so let me tell you. So the reason why I haven't been streaming the diamond painting like I wanted is because every time I do like a test video and I have to watch the video footage back, like I watch it back and I'm looking at my hands. Oh shit, I'm spilling diamonds. Look at that. I'm looking at the OBS recording software and I'm like spilling diamonds. But hey, that's that's okay. See, I told you, I would spill some diamonds. Not a big deal. I need my tweezers already. Oh, I'm making like new moves already, bro. All right, bear with me. I'ma fix it. Look at that. But I was looking at my hands and stuff, and I was like, yo, my hands look straight up trash. I can't I can't like be on stream with my hands looking like that, right? Like I watch all these other diamond painters, Diamond and Washi, Lisa Marie, who else? Painting Sparkles, like all these other channels. Now, of course, you're probably thinking, well, yeah, they're girls. Of course, they're gonna have their stuff all done up. But you know, it's good hygiene. It's still good hygiene. I mean, I don't have to like dress it up to the nth degree, but I can at least not have it look trash, right? So I was like, all right. My wife wanted to go get a pedicure, and I was like, you know what? Since you're gonna go do that, like let me go and I'll hang out with you, and I'll see if they can't fix up my hands, right? So so that's literally what I did. Oh, hard to compare yourself to pretty lady hands. You know what, Kilton? You're absolutely not wrong. Pretty lady hands are a thing, and I I I like pretty lady hands, really do. So let me get in here and clean up my friggin' mess real quick. I feel like Danielson trying to catch flies and shit. Look at me cussing, and I said I was not gonna cuss. I even asked Kilton to like keep it clean and not cuss. I was like, there's gonna be a very nice lady here. She helps me out a lot. And if I haven't told you lately, thank you very much for all of the help and all of the love that you give. Really do appreciate it. I wouldn't be able to sell any of these things, quite honestly, without her. Like it's instrumental. I don't know how else to explain it. It really is. Okay. These plastic tweezers, not the best. I have to admit, I don't really. I'm not a fan. Hilton, what do you think of my lo-fi beats? So I go there and my wife is like, all right, and she's signing me in, and they got like this little computer tablet thing where you sign in with like your name and your phone number. I guess it's so they can text you when there's like one of the ladies that's in there has like an open chair. It's kind of like a barber shop. Now, of course, if you're a lady watching this stream, then you like this is not new to you, but it's new to me. Pretty chill tunes, they're grooving. All right, cool, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. But like, so I go there and I sign in with my phone number and my name, and there's like, I don't know if he was the owner or the manager on duty or whatever, but a very nice guy. Strong accent though. I'll let you guess what accent. But he was super cool. He was really nice, and he was asking me, what I wanted. I'm like, well, my wife said that all I needed was the deluxe, right? Like whatever that entailed. Basically, my wife was telling me like, oh, they're gonna like, lotion your hands after you're all done, and they're gonna like shave your cuticles and like buff your nails. They'll give your nails a little bit of shaping as well. See, this is the reason why I'm messing up, because I'm not. There we go. Oh, yes. That's how that's supposed to look, with nice, pretty lines like that. That's how that's supposed to look. Now, for those who might be watching this going, what in the hell? This dude sucks. Hey, calm down. I am new to diamond painting in general, okay? All right, so now I got my lines. I don't need my tweezers. I got my pen. And I was joking with him about like, all right, let me think about like some color. And like he was like super serious. He was like, yeah, absolutely. And he brought over like this tray that had like a bunch of like acrylic nails already like in the tray attached to these little wheels. And he's like, yeah, look at this color and look at this color. And I'm thinking to myself like where's the dude colors, right? Because everything is like pink and purple, various shades of red, more purple, more pink, rose petal colors, like, and I'm just like, you got like camo or gunmetal. And I would like to say hello to your guest friend if they're here. Well, absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure she would super appreciate that. And say hello to anybody else who might watch this. I don't know how many late night diamond painters there are. It's probably about maybe 20% diamond painters are late night peeps. I don't know. This one here. And yes, I know that I could do what's called multi-place in this, but for right now, just till I get warmed up, make sure my setup works. I'm doing it what some people might refer to as a slow way. It also allows me to pay attention to both the stream and what I'm doing. So anyway, I do a French tip nail. That's about as feminine as it gets. I don't think French tip is necessarily feminine. I think it's just a nice way of you know doing your nails. I think that looks I think it looks nice. I always enjoy it when my wife. Well, I don't know, enjoy if the word, but I like the way that it looks, like versus like the super long and super pointy, kind of Catwoman style nails that are out there now. I'm just like, yo, I'm trying, you know, I don't wanna bleed every time I shake your hand, with your cat claws. But like, friendship looks nice because you got the nice pink, um, you know, nail itself, and then you got the clean white tips. They're a little bit blunted on the end. I think I know my nail stuff properly. I probably don't, but yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. I think I think that looks nice. It's nice and simple. Now, all she did, when I finally went over there to the desk, and it's a very nice woman, and talked talked to her for a little bit. She didn't introduce herself, so I didn't catch her name, which I'm usually very good at, but it was probably because I was nervous, first time doing something. And yeah, it's a good description of a friendship. Okay, cool. I'm unable to scratch naturally. Oh, you bite your nails off. Ah, okay. Well, well. I sat down there and she explained to me like what some of the tools do and stuff like that. Like she was very nice. She could tell that I was like really nervous or whatever. Now, right now, some of the people who bought this, I put some instructions on my coffee page on how to use this, and they might be screaming at me like, "You're not even following your own instructions." Well, I'm trying to paint and stream at the same time, so back up off me. When was the last time she had a tilt-sized man at her desk? Probably few and far in between. Probably some husband or boyfriend who maybe lost a bet or something. I don't know. Either that or maybe I could see a big guy who maybe was like a real estate agent. Real estate agents gotta shake a lot of hands, and so you don't want your stuff looking all kinds of jacked up, right? So. But she was super nice, and she answered all my questions, and we had a good laugh about a lady, um, who sat down in the booth, next to us. She was about to get a nail service, and she was asking if because at that time that she sat down, the lady was using like this kind of Dremel type tool on the top of my nail, kind of like a little rotary sander, on the top of my nail to like smooth it out and like get rid of the scratches. I guess I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, she had this little like USB battery powered, rotary tool, that she was using, uh, to do that. And the lady was coming in, and her nails were already painted, but they were like kind of scratched up. So I guess she was getting them redone, and she was asking if the I guess she wanted the gel nails, and she was asking about the next time that she comes in to get a service, uh, if they would have to use the power tools, the little Dremel tool, or if they could take off the nail polish by hand. and the ladies weren't really understanding what she was asking. I knew what she was asking, you know, and she was either asking it because she was scared that the power tool might cut her, or maybe she'd been cut before and she was like, "Yo, I would much rather you do it by hand." But either through a lack of understanding, or the lady just, you know, got tired of trying to explain what the issue was, she just decided to just go with like traditional nail polish, um, that they could take off, like, you know, with like alcohol and a cotton swab. And of course, I wasn't exactly sure what she was talking about as far as taking the nail polish off. But then the next lady who sat down after that, sure enough, she had gel nails, and they were using the little rotary sander to strip off the nail polish. That's when I was like, oh, okay, okay. But you know, I like the woman that I was dealing with, like talking to her, and I was asking her, like, you know, how long had she been doing this? When did she start? And we both laughed because she's like, it's hard to tell how old I am behind this mask, but she said that she started in like 1997, you know, as a job. So I joked with her and I was like, "Holy crap, you were an infant!" You know? She was like, "Yeah, I wish." And you know, it's like I said, she was super nice. She was super chill, and she explained like what the little UV lamp was and all that stuff. And I told her that I had picked this dark blue color that you see on my nails now. It's kind of a dark blue with a hint of purple, I guess. I guess you could call it like midnight. What I wanted was like this level of dark blue with a tiny bit of sparkle. Built to my I already know. It's it's no need to say it, bro. It's cool. That's what I wanted. But they didn't have it, or at least the guy up front wasn't understanding what it was that I was wanting. Uh, fine, fine either way. Almost put that down in the wrong spot. You see that? Almost put it down in the wrong spot. She brought out like the color book again, and she explained to me a little more. Um, and after some debate, she was like, "I think what you picked will look really nice." Now I had picked that without checking to see if at work, it was cool if dudes have fingernail polish. I had a feeling that it was because I work for the kind of company that would have no problem with such things. And so I shot boss man a message and I said, "Hey, you know, I'm doing, you know, something, you know, something kind of fun with my wife today, and I just want to make sure it's okay that I come to work tomorrow." A little shiny, sparkly. Um, Dark blue is masculine. You know, I don't really care about it being like masculine or not. I didn't want it to be obtrusive to the work because I am doing something relatively in a mixture of sales and medical. So I just wanted it to still, you know, I didn't want anybody walking up to the counter for me to help them. Um, think that what I was doing wasn't, yeah, I wasn't professional. You know what I mean? And he was like, "No, but you know, my boss is, he's a prideful man." So, so he sent me a picture of Liberace and was like, "Express yourself." So I was like, "Okay, I get it, boss." so I told the girl, I was like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go with the color." Oh, get in there. That in there. Yep, nice and tight. Sweet. Oh, I love how everything just self aligns right in here. It's perfect. It's a thing of beauty. Let's see. Todd Russell. Todd Russell is awake late at night too. All right. How many I got here? I got 4. Let's see. And we foreplace this in this tool. People will be interested in seeing that. And oh, what do you know? Yes. Yes, you can. There. Yeah, there we go. I love that nice crunch and pop when they just fit down in there so nicely. All right, and looks like just got some L's left. Cool. So we'll close that up. Yeah, buddy. We'll just get this out of here. Actually, let's do these since there's so few of them before we jump into the L's. Let's do this. It's weird opening these boxes because I'm trying to open them without like damaging my nails, but my wife is like, "Don't worry about it. They're gel nails. Like, it's gonna be fine. Like that plastic isn't gonna hurt them. Like doing my day-to-day job will probably damage the nails more than opening this plastic container. We shall see. We shall see. All right. Let's drills get in there. Because everything's so nice and tight, I really like the way that it just kind of like snaps or kind of crunches into place when I set these drills. Like it's a thing of beauty. And you have to be careful if you're out there, like, if you're gonna give trying to design one of these rulers or try, because you're like, yeah, I'm gonna make it big on Etsy. Like, yeah, go for it. But if you try to make one of these and your tolerances are too tight, like as soon as you remove this, like it's just gonna pull every single drill that you set. It's just gonna pull it off, which is gonna be a horrible day for you. All right, I think we're looking good. All right. I don't think I left anything behind. All looks good. The section that I'm doing right now is about a 2-inch by 4-inch section that I'm working on. Let's see here. You had to relearn to type with French tips. I could see that. I've been letting my nails grow out so that the technician would actually have something to work on, and like trying to type, or like we use iPads a lot at my job, and like trying to touch on the screen when I think that I've touched something, like, is, oh my god, it's awful. I have no idea how people, like, with these friggin' 9-inch nails, y'all know what I'm talking about. um I have no idea how they how they get anything done. I'm just like, how How are you typing? How is how is that happening? Because I can't do it. Uh, Get in there. The only thing I keep thinking of is that episode of Family Guy with Peter Griffin working in the office, and, and he picks up the phone and he's like, "Hi, Wanda. I'm at work, but yeah, I can talk." And he's like clicking on the keyboard like one at a time with these ridiculously long nails. I'm just like, are you kidding? So yeah, it makes me think of that for sure. Yeah, it definitely is a little slower than what I would normally go, just because I've literally got this phone like inches away from this pin. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to reposition that because it's a little bit in my way. I thought it would be in a good spot, but it's not. That's okay. We fall down so that we can get back up, bro. Right? Just run my finger across there to make sure everything is level. Do-do-do-do-do. So I was really amazed. Like the technician was so good at explaining everything to me, and like she was like, because of the way that this gel works, like gonna have to do like she either put 3 or 4 layers of color. Because I she put my hands in like this little UV box, little UV light box to like set the polish like 4 times, 5 times. Ah, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to move this phone, but, that's okay. I am going to do something. I am going to gonna hold this box in a slightly different position. I don't like where it's currently. And I promise anybody who is considering buying one of these tools, and they might be looking at this going, "Oh, well, that seems awfully slow." That is not the tool's fault. That is my fault. I I promise you that. This tool will help you be as fast as you normally are, just straighter. But when I got done, I was really impressed. I was like, okay, all right, that wasn't bad, and like my hands were like nicely lotioned. I didn't have like all of the white stuff on top of your nails. I don't know what that is, but like I was like fresh and clean. I was like, all right, let's freaking go. Like I was like, now, like I had a I had a good shave. I had a haircut. My hands were all cleaned up, no calluses, nicely lotioned. My cuticles weren't looking like, straight up Wolfman style, like everything was nice. Go back to work tomorrow, be the best looking employee there. Heck yeah, let's go. Now, speaking of going to work tomorrow, it's currently like 1:30 in the morning, and I am I am I gotta get up, work at like ready for work at 8 o'clock. So we are pushing it. Gonna check on my prints here. That means 17 minutes until done. A2 says 12 minutes until done. All right. So that'll be 4 prints done all at the same time. Yeah, the UV setting machine. Yeah. Yeah, they really did, a good job. I was a little bit miffed. I don't know. Miffed is a strong word, but I was like, why doesn't the nail polish like go all the way back? I don't know why. Maybe that the UV polish, they don't want to get it on your cuticles because maybe when this things start to grow, then it'll cause the nail polish to crack. I don't know. Um, but either way, they look way nicer than before. So who am I to complain about something? I am not a professional nail polish getter of nail polish. I just know they look a whole lot better. There's lots of gender exclusive things that are really enjoyable. Yeah, absolutely. Like if you're a guy, like right, and you spend a lot of time out in the sun, laying brick, roofing houses, maybe working on cars and stuff like that. Um, like your face is just jacked up, and by the time you get to like 45, 50, you're just gonna look like a leather saddle. So like, going, and getting like, some dermatology work or something like that, and getting a facial, like, have them peel a couple of layers back. Like I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, is that for me? No, that's something I've never done, but like I certainly wouldn't take any issue with it. I'd be like, okay, cool, let's let's go do that. So since I already got these L's out here, might as well. You ever feel for those of y'all using various putties and wax, like when you first like get your pen filled up, like it takes a little while before like you have like because you gotta kind of pack the putty in there through using it before it feels like your pen works optimally. Like it has just the right amount of wax in it so that you can pick up the drills without the pen squeezing out stuff all over the place. You know what I mean? All right, looks like this is going to be our first few TPs. TPs are cool. Just a couple in this column here. Yeah, there we go. All right, and all the rest of them are pills and slanted equals. All right, slanted equals up next. They've done 100,000 nails this month. Trust them. Yeah, probably a good idea. So it's, and I hope people do that at my job. When I do what I do, it's just like, come on, man. I've been doing this for 12 years. Like, it's like, yes, I'm selling you something, but at the same time, like, I have gone far beyond like the need to sell you something because it benefits me. Like, I no longer derive any sort of enjoyment or pleasure out of that because I've been doing it for so long. It's just like, look, dude, I'm I'm trying to help you. It's just like, now I'm into that phase where it's like, if if I'm doing a really good job for you, like, just let me do a good job for you. Like, please don't fight me. So now, instead of like trying to get somebody to buy something that's more expensive or maybe out of their budget, the only thing that I'm concerned with, like when I first meet them, I shake their hand, like, "Hi, my name is Chris. How much are you working with today?" I'm gonna just get straight to the point because, like, I got a lot of customers to handle, and like, I'm not trying to BS. I'm not gonna treat you any different, but it sure does help me narrow down the field. Like, why am I showing you a $400 item when you got $100? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't help either one of us. So I would hope that people would trust me. When I tell them, hey, look, I'm here for your best interest. I just want to help you solve the problem that you have. This is how I would solve it. I've been solving it this way for 12 years, and I hope that you understand and believe me. So when the nail technician is like, "Hey, this is what I'm about to do to fix you up," cool, let's do that. Now it was crazy. I did have to laugh a little bit because, like, some of the jokes that you hear about nail salons and like the constant upcharging, like, yes, yes, that's a thing. Absolutely. And it's hilarious, but they are very nice about it, and I can tell that they're, like, hey, this is my job to do this, but you know there's a reason why. Like, dude, your nails are jacked. I'm trying to help you. That's how I usually start business. I'll say, I got this in my pocket. What's my choices? Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, favorite customer right there. That's you're gonna win me over every time. Like, we about to have a good time going shopping. I'm gonna work real hard to find, like, if there's like an obscure discount that I can find for you, like somebody like that. Like, it's not even because you're, but if you told me that you had $1 million you were working with, I'm like, cool, we got a budget. Now, what I can tell you is them people that got, unlimited, American Express Centurion cards. Like, how do you think they got that money? You think they got that money by just like giving it away? Ah, please. Mm. Oh, There we go. Now I feel like I'm moving through a section like this. Concentrating really hard here and not talking because I'm trying to pick up a little bit of speed. I found a more comfortable position in which to hold this little box so that I can actually see it. Because my camera is right above where I would normally put it. Ooh. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. For all of you streamers, live streamers, YouTube content makers, the joys of trying to do something with accuracy while there's a camera right where your head should be. Get in there. There we go. That's better. Yeah, just clean that drill up there. All right. You got $100 to spend on a smoke device, bro? Big baller. While there was plenty right at $99.99, she wasn't only showing those. She sold me on one for $60. Hey, you know what? And that's fair. Exactly, right? You know, and maybe you needed some accessories or something like that. You know, plus you got to account for tax. So you can't say if somebody tells you they got $100, like you can't just like, all right, cool, you got $100. I'm about to take you $100, right? Oh yeah, nice and tight. That's crispy right there. That is crispy. I don't know why I'm putting this case away. Like, shouldn't do that. I've still got some more L's to do. But I'll tell you what, before I start this next little call over here. Yeah, buddy. Section complete. Ooh, that is hot. Oh. Really, really hot. Yeah, that's nice right there. Yeah. Look at all those. It came out so nice. Fit 3 of these bad boys on this one build plate. Love it. Freaking love it. Set that build plate down there to cool off. And we'll load the next plate. Watch my trashy video from a day or two ago. Would have seen already see. Probably print white and black. In blue, white, white. Calibration line. Print it. Oh, that and printing again. Cool. And it's just that fast. Oh, I heard the rain and this little skip beat, and I was like, my tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why. That's what I thought this was. I thought for sure it was gonna be some Enya. Oh, so we gotta give this a bend so I can break these free. All right. If you're hearing a crispy, crunchy sound, that is me releasing these tools from the build plate. It doesn't take long for the build plate to cool down. There we go. That's one, two. Oh my God! Did I just because I accidentally kind of rubbed my fingers this way when I was trying to slide them up underneath the tool there, and I actually did this. I turned my hand over and looked at my nails like, did I scratch them? Oh my God. Some of y'all might be from my pinball crew and like, what the hell is this? Hey, it's just me doing whatever I want in the middle of the night. Okay, chill out. But if you are here from my pinball crew, hey, it's for the support. Really appreciate it. If you like some lo-fi beats, and you like artwork, maybe this is the place for you in the middle of the night. Who knows? It would be really cool to grow another little small but dedicated community over here. Got some cool stuff planned. Giveaways, some prizes. Those are always cool. Yeah, you're protecting things, especially if you're paying. I'll just buy a home kit for the nails, so when they screw up, it don't matter. $100 is the base price for decent glass. Oh, and when she changes out the bowl, that isn't that like what they call like flame work or whatever, right? She's got to like heat it up, like melt the glass, disconnect the bowl, and then like heat it up again and like put on a new bowl, right? That's basically flame work over a torch, or sometimes people call it a torch work or flame work, whatever. It's all kind of similar. Oh, and looks like the other print just finished. Yep, just got the message for it. Oh, cool. Yeah, all right. Let's see here. This one over here, I printed. Oh, ooh, that build plate is hot. This one I printed as a blue and white. Look at that. That's pretty. Look at that blue. That's definitely really hot. So we're gonna let that cool down for just a moment. Then we are gonna insert a clean build plate while that one is cooling down. Yeah, let's see. Gonna print another blue and white. Yeah, let's just print it again, just like it is. All right. Warning signals are off. Oh. All right. Let's see. No, we did that. What have we got in this side here? We got a new symbol in this side. We got some TPs. We got some slanted pills, slanted equals, and some L's. But then we've also got the arrow. So I'm gonna have to load that up in my boxes. Where's my arrow at? Need the sideways arrow. Is that number 30? Yep. Cool. So that is the one that we need. So I'll show you, if you haven't seen it before, how this how I've got this little setup working. Sorry if I make you sick, but that's what's holding my my trays there. So this is what's these little things are called tray bricks. So that's what I've got there, and I just slot them in there as I need them. Ooh. Putting that back up. Back in it. Working like they should with the printers. I'll be going to bed in a little while, and they'll finish up their job the next 3 hours. And when my wife gets up in the morning, well, she'll get up and maybe about five in the morning, and she'll come out here and change the plates over, just like what I just did. And so overnight, we will have printed, instead of the 2 that we used to be able to do before we got the second printer, now we'll do 8 to 10 overnight. So okay. We really work hard for you guys. Like the money that you guys pay for these rulers, we really do appreciate it. But it's not like, you know, we're going off to the islands or something like that with all of this money. All of this money, like it's a lot. It's the grand scheme of things, not really, but it allows us to keep having fun with this. and maybe it'll grow and turn into something cool. But we certainly, for now, are reinvesting it so that we can make things faster, deliver them faster to you, come up with new ideas, experiment with new colors and materials. You know, all of that kind of cool stuff. So without you all making, you know, these sweet purchases, we can't we can't make cool things like that. Look at the blue on that with the white just pops. Wow. And look at this on the back side, how clean that is. Like, nice. Like, look at that. That's, yeah, what is that, like 4 of them? Damn. Set up a robot arm. They'll watch the machine. Yeah, probably do need to set up a robot machine maybe. All right, let's see. Oh crap. Oh no, that's the next one. I was thinking this one here. There's like dollar signs in this one, but we don't need the dollar signs just yet. We're still over here. So the only thing we added are the arrows. So tell you what, for the last one of the night, let's go ahead and put these arrows in. And you have questions for me, leave them in the chat down there. If you like what I did as a new YouTube live streamer, and you're like, it was all right, then definitely hit the like button so that I know what you liked, and if you hated it, you know what to do. Do that too. That's how we get better at anything. That's how we learn and grow. So I appreciate all the input, but if you do hit that button, make sure you hit the comment button and tell your boy about it. Just be like, yo, I want to know this, or you could have did this better. Believe me, I've been streaming on Twitch, playing pinball long enough to know it can't hurt me. Mainly because when I'm streaming pinball, it's the pinball machines that hurt me far more than any comment. the pinball machines are merciless. If you think the YouTube comment section is merciless, try playing an EM pinball machine from the early 70s. Okay, you want to find out what merciless, or the late 60s. You want to find out what merciless is. Those machines do not care. what else happened today? Oh, I'll tell y'all an action-packed story to send y'all off on your way to Sleepy Town in this late night. So this morning when I got up, the K2, the Creality K2, had an error code on it, and it was basically stuck. And it was saying that the extruder had had a blockage in it. And I was like, what? Oh my God, no, this is horrible. This is just like the YouTube videos were complaining about, because I was debating between the Creality K2 and another Bambu Labs X1 Carbon, because they were basically like the same price. But I wanted the Creality K2 because I can build 3 of these little tools on the same build plate for the same money. But it's Creality has never really been a professional machine maker. And I like that the Bambu Labs just kind of plug it in and it works kind of like a microwave oven. And since my wife was mostly going to be the one operating the machines, and she was just getting familiar with how the Bambu Labs works, I was just like, oh God, please no, not this problem. Because my wife was saying absolutely not on the K2, because she was watching the videos, the YouTube reviews right along with me. And she was just like, why in the world would I want to invest in this machine when it has so many bad reviews, so many problems? And I'm like, well, it just mainly just has 2 problems. One, people really don't like the software that comes with it. It's like kind of half-baked. And the other one is that the extruder constantly gets like the filament constantly jams up, gets stuck, it doesn't extrude filament. So, my wife is like, why not just get the other one? At least it'll be reliable. You might not be able to make as many as fast, but it'll be reliable. And I'm like, that's not guaranteed. Just because you get one good printer that never breaks doesn't mean that it'll never break. And so anyway, that was the error on the machine this morning, was that filament was caught in the extruder. So it had a QR code on the screen, scanned the QR code with my phone. And what does it do? It takes it to a website with all Chinese instructions. And I'm like, what the? I can't read Chinese. Thankfully, Google Translate to the rescue. And so, I'm trying to follow the instructions, and things are going okay. I've never done this process before, so I'm like, all right. And it was really only 3 screws to take apart, to take out, to get the extruder off. And, so I'm looking at these pictures and using my Google Translate. Cool. So I have to heat up this little like long metal rod. It's like super thin, like spaghetti kind of thin. Heat that up, stick it down in the throat of the little extruder nozzle thing, and then let it cool down. And when it cools down, then you can lift up and pull the plastic out that's stuck in the nozzle. Like, all right, sweet. That part worked. So I put it back together and I'm like, great, it should work. We're back in business. Of course, no. All I hear is a clicking sound. And I'm like, oh God, I've either broken something more or I put it back together wrong. Take it apart again. Put it back together again. Take it apart again. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So I scroll down a little further. Oh, there's a part 2 to the instructions. Check the little gears, not just the metal throat nozzle part, but check the little gears up above to make sure that, there's not a jam up there. And so I do that. And I'm like, I can't see a jam because the gears are in the way. How do you get the gears out? So there's a little spring and a little lever that you have to pull out of this little block of plastic. Okay. It was really hard to get out of there because of the tension on the spring. But I get it out of there, and what happens? Ping! Just a sharp metallic ping. And the thing like basically explodes in my hand and parts go flying. Like I'm sure it was like 3 parts that went in 3 separate directions in my living room on a wooden floor that was already covered in various boxes, packing material from this little business that we started. And it was like my worst nightmare. And I'm like, oh my God, I've lost parts. So what do? I hit the Googles and I'm like, I need a new extruder. Oh, great. I can order a Chinese knockoff one on eBay and it'll be here from China in the middle of May. No. So I'm just like, I tell my wife, I'm like, all right, you go ahead and order the extruder because I have a feeling this isn't the first time this is going to happen. It's not going to be the only time it's going to happen. And I will start like picking up every box and piece of paper and whatever and like moving furniture and just sweeping the entire floor. And I'm like, all these, like dust piles or piles of, whatever, when I sweep this floor from underneath every couch, chair, table in the living room, do not throw any of this away. Just leave them there and we will sift through all of these little piles. And so, like, when I was just about to give up and lose hope, I pick up this little foam yoga mat thing that I stand on when I'm playing pinball. And lo and behold, there's a spring on the floor. And I'm like, could this be it? So I pick it up and I give it a little, squeezy squeeze, and sure enough, that's the tension. And I'm like, oh my God, I think I found it. You want to know how far away from the 3D printer to the pinball machine it is? It is almost 25 feet in one direction, straight behind me. This thing flew over my shoulder, over my head, almost 25 feet to the opposite end of the living room, to somehow end up under a ergonomic, cushy floor mat in front of a pinball machine. Like, what the heck? So then the hard part comes, obviously you're probably putting 2 and 2 together. If it took that much force to get the thing like out of the extruder, how much force is it going to take to put that spring back in there? Well, let me tell you, a freaking lot. Definitely not easy at all. But the boy did it. We got it. Got it back in there. Now, but the next time that I have to take the extruder apart, which I am sure there will be a next time, you ever seen those videos where they do like sandblasting work, right? And like the part is inside of the sandblaster and they have like these gloves that go through this like windshield, right? This protective shield. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm essentially just going to wrap a clear trash bag around the printer and like put my hands like through little slits in it, so that way when I take the extruder apart, if that spring pops loose again like that, it ain't going anywhere. It's gonna stay inside of the printer. Like, that's the plan for the next time, because that was super scary, because that would have been like, I want to say maybe about 30 rulers that we would have had to do one at a time on the old printer instead of doing 3 at a time on the new one. Thankfully, I was able to find that. We ordered the new extruder, so it'll be here next month as a backup. That's great. And lesson learned. You're going to do 3D printing, have backup parts on hand. So then after that, me and the wife decided to go to this place here in Oklahoma City called Ted's Escondido for lunch. And we like to order this this plate called Plato Gordo, Fat Boy plate or whatever, which is fine because we can never finish the thing, and we always end up only eating half of it, and we take the rest um, to work or whatever to eat for lunch the next day. And then after that, we went to the nail salon, and then after that, we stopped by my work where some new diamond paintings were delivered and ready for me to pick up, which I was super happy about. I was lucky enough to and fast enough to be able to claim one of the very popular paintings that was released this past Saturday, called "Saying Goodbye," which is basically like if you've ever owned a pet that is passed, then you're probably familiar with the Rainbow Bridge. I was lucky enough to to be at the head of the line and be fast enough with the credit card to purchase that one. It's to me, it's a okay looking diamond painting. Like it's like all right. But it's not typically a theme or the kind of artwork that I would buy. Um, but I've I I'm a boxer dad. I love boxer dogs. They're you know yeah, I'll go ahead and say it, and I don't mean this in any way to hurt somebody's feelings or whatever, but they are the best dog um, in the world, and I've had three of them, and I wouldn't have any other dog. Absolutely love them. They are um, a wondrous joy. It's like it's like having 3 year olds. It's like having 3 year olds that are 3 year olds for 10 to 12 years. Friggin' amazing. Um, they throw tantrums and they can be stubborn, but they can also love you like no other dog can. And the personality that they have is tremendous. And so when I looked at that painting and knowing that I had um, 3 very special friends cross the Rainbow Bridge, I was like, I gotta I gotta have it. Gotta have it. So for those of y'all wondering how easy it is to actually remove this after painting on it for a while, now ideally I would not remove this until I had painted um, all of the columns, but just take this, and I like to hold down this section of the mat here, and just gonna pull it like that, and it just comes off. Nice. Now you might notice that there's a little crack here. I use a broken one so that I can send out the good ones. Um, how this was broken was I was stress testing this to see how much force I can put on here before it snaps. And as you can see, it can take quite a lot of bending. So, because I wanted to be like, well, not everybody's going to be as gentle with this as I am. And so, so knowing that, I was like, let me go ahead and bend it and see just how much you can you can bend this thing, um, trying to get it unstuck from the glue on the canvas before it breaks. And it takes quite a lot before that happens. And even if that happens, like you don't you don't have to rush and go buy a new one. Like quite honestly, if I wanted to, I could just put that on a flat surface, connect that back together just like that. You can barely tell even now that there's a crack in it, and just put a little dab CA glue, of super glue on there, and this thing is good to go again when it dries. Like it's, I built this to be rigid and tough. And if you want to buy one, you can go to my Ko-fi page, which should be linked, but it's ko-fi.com, ko-fi.com/the diamond brush. You go there, find it. Right now, I have these things for sale for $10, and it is wide enough to cover a 4x8 section of canvas. So basically from here all the way to here, and wide enough to cover a full 4x8 section, which is taller than the section, about twice as tall as the section that we're working on today. And so if you're using zip ties or one of these smaller kinds of rulers like this, maybe you're looking for something that's faster to apply, faster to unstick, and more accurate than anything else, and more durable, this is it. So go get this. But anyway, I got to get out of here. I got to go switch over the laundry into the dryer. I'm going to double check and make sure that these prints are doing print type things, and then it's time to go to bed. So thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I love all you guys. To all of my Ko-fi supporters, anybody who has purchased anything from the Ko-fi shop, thank you very much. Just know that me and the missus are working hard, staying up late at night, printing these things. A big day on Thursday once we get another shipment of boxes. We'll be putting things in boxes and stuff so that we can drop them off at the post office on Friday. So very, very exciting. We're having a lot of fun doing this for you guys, and we really, really appreciate it. Yeah, if you have any suggestions, any ideas, you know what to do. So thank you very much, guys. Have a great night, and I will see y'all next time. Okay, peace.